Things are getting serious.
That was much harder than I thought it was gonna be, by the way.
We did it!
If it doesn't, I'm gonna freak out.
We're Erin and Brandon. For over the past 3 months, we've been working on our van build, and we have made so much progress. From wiring electricity to building custom cabinets, the bed frame, kitchen area, and even plumbing, our tiny home has seen a huge transformation, but we're not done yet.
I need to start a new project, and that project is working on the toilet. So we're gonna have a slide out toilet that hides under the bed, but I've gotta build a base for it. I gotta put the slides on. It's one of the last major projects in the van, and I really just wanna get it finished, get the bench seat in, and then all the big projects have essentially been done. Then we have to add the flooring. There's more work to be done, but building things is generally the biggest job, so hopefully I can get this done in the next couple of days. On to the next project. This is essentially the drawer that we're gonna have for the toilet. It'll pull out, there'll be slides on either side, and then we'll be able to sit on the toilet. Then I gotta work on that space in there, but that'll come later.
Brandon is out here working on the slides for the drawer. Once again, I'm saying drawer. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. The slides on the drawer for the toilet.
So I'm just getting the slides on right now. Then I'll just secure down the piece of plywood and it'll be under the bed.
Do you need painting services today?
Not today. I already painted this myself. It's really difficult.
Although painting seems like a little task, it is hard being the painter. So I'm glad Brandon got to see what it's actually like just once. All right, Brand, show us how it works.
Slide it in and out. These are really heavy duty slides. They can hold up to 500 pounds. So with the weight of the toilet plus a person on it.
Plus poop.
Yeah. This is good enough for today. We're gonna pick up tomorrow with more toilet action, which I know is what you're here for. Today there's a few small jobs that I want to take care of. The first of which is fixing this leak under the sink. It's been driving me crazy. I finally got pipe thread sealant. If you're having leaks and you're doing a van build, I'll link that below. You don't have to go through the headache I went through. Just buy it right out of the gate. It's like $5, well worth it. I'm gonna put this on the joint and hopefully this will fix the leak. If it doesn't, I'm gonna freak out. The next item on the agenda is getting our filtered water line set up, because last time I tried to set it up, it flew out once it was under pressure. Now I just have to get it to where it's secured, and I called Erin to come out and help because I need her to help me. Running up to this, I need you to stay on this side. I'm going to be coming around the back of the sink. I need you to stay here. Just try to push.
Say to the world I'd die if we were falling apart.
Alright, it's working. That's exciting, and hopefully no leaks anywhere in the entire system. Woo! I'm gonna check plumbing as done. We're on to the next project for today. That was much harder than I thought it was gonna be, by the way, as usual with this entire project. So we're gonna test the propane burners for the first time. I have just hooked up the propane. I used a bunch of yellow tape. Hopefully there's no leaks. But for the first test, we figured we'd leave the doors wide open. I've got the fan going so we can at least test and see that it works. And then after, I'll use soap and water to see if there are any leaks on any of the connections. Basically, you just put soap and water on, and if you see bubbles, then you've got a leak. Without further ado, let's test our propane burners. The power, I guess it tripped the inverter trying to use the power on the stovetop. We might just not be able to use that. We might just have to use a flame. So
You mean a match?
yeah, or like the flame sticks, whatever. We don't have to use a match. We're not in the 1800s. We'll just get one of those flame sticks. Can you go inside and get one, and I'll reset this?
I don't know why you're calling it a flame stick.
What would you call it? It's not a lighter. I mean, it's like a long lighter. A long lighter.
Okay. I got the flame stick. We know that works.
Cool.
Fire!
Alright, so we just gotta get one of these, and we just won't plug it in. It tripped the inverter for some reason. I feel like it should be called a flame stick. Let's get that catching on. Hashtag flame stick. Drop it in the comments. 2020, flame stick, am I right?
While Brandon is testing for leaks, I have been doing a lot of shopping, and I'm just really curious to see if the things that I'm buying are gonna fit and be organized in the cabinets. Brandon and I have never had an apartment of our own, so I've had to do a lot of shopping for our first plates and our first bowls and things like that. I want to make sure that the van is cute and cozy, and that's my job in this, so I wanna make sure I'm doing it right.
Come up from the basement, go out the back door. Come back in 10 minutes.
Soon giving in this time, 'cause we're falling apart. Love didn't find your heart.
And my favorite purchase that I made at Home Goods the other day, Central Perk mug. Looks like a perfect fit. We'll be here cooking in no time.
I was able to get the toilet in place. It's out all the way. Lid up. And you can sit down nice and easy. I think it fits perfectly. Today's a big day in the van because I'm going to be putting another hole through the van, which is always stressful. Hopefully this one works out. I'm making a hole for the vent fan for the toilet so that any bad smells that are in the toilet are going to be venting outside of the van. This is the setup. This will be on the outside of the van, custom made by me. This is a little bug net, and this will feed to the inside. It'll attach to this tube, and then this tube will attach to the toilet. I'm going to be drilling under the van, and I really don't want to hit anything important. This is the area right here that I'm going to be drilling through. Right next to it is something that looks quite important. Got my handy dandy face shield because I will be laying on my back drilling through metal, so it just seemed right.
Things are getting serious.
It's time to drill into the van. Oh, Erin, I should have gotten my last will and testament in order before.
My gosh, good luck.
We did it! Our van is holy again!
Nice! You made that look easy.
Didn't feel easy.
You look good.
I feel good. I think we did a good job.
I did absolutely nothing, so I didn't do. But I'll take credit.
This is where the vent is gonna come in. I've got this piece here with some screen in it so that bugs don't get into our toilet because that would be really gross. So I have to secure this into place on the van, and then we can get the interior parts hooked up. And now I'm gonna put it up under the van and put screws into it to hold it into place. Let's do it. put silicone around the edges of the outside of the van to make it watertight. And unfortunately that was a bad idea because once I put the silicone in there, it just started dripping down. It made quite a mess. It even got in my hair, I think. I kind of feel it. Oh yeah, it's there. While it was dripping, I laid down and put on a Turnabond tape, which I also use for the fans on top. It's a nice watertight seal tape. I wish I would have thought of that before I put the silicone on upside down and got it in my hair. Which really, I don't know if it's gonna be like gum in hair and you got to use peanut butter or something. I don't know. This is going to be a problem.
So instead of going inside to take a regular shower, we figured right now is a good time to try the outdoor shower. So cue sexy shower B-roll.
I just installed the vent fan, and that will be venting the air from inside our composting toilet. That's a mix of soil and our number 2 outside of the van, which is why we drilled the hole. Hopefully with this little computer fan, we will keep all the bad smells out of the van. And I even put in a little foot switch, so that turns it off, and that turns it back on. Well, I think this is all I'm gonna do for tonight. It is about 10 p.m. I'll finish it tomorrow.
Today we are working on one of the last big layout projects, the bench.
Thank you for the bug spray. It's a constant battle back here with mosquitoes. So as much as I hate using bug spray because it's like disgusting toxic stuff, it's necessary. Oh God, please protect me. Bit of an early start today, beating the camera outside, and I got the majority of the frame with the base on. Now I just have to put joining members here on either side, and then I'll put plywood all around it, create the hinges on the top so it'll open like a box, and then we'll put it in the van.
And now that we are close to rounding the corner to being finished with this project, things like design and function can start coming into play. Since we are living in a very small space, every single inch of this van has to have a purpose. So today I'm going to be working on the inner cabinets.
Let's go.
Obviously, we still need to get a couple more spices to make the whole rack look full, but it's a good start. And now the dish towels have their spot as well, right here. Like I said before, I'm working on some design elements of the van today. So inside, my sister Aileen and I are going to be working on another project.
I was thinking now it's your project. I'll finish up and do this, but you sand and paint this.
Yeah.
This is all yours, and I'll switch and do the swivel seat. I mean, this is gonna take you a while, so I might as well.
Swivel seat?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know we were doing that today.
Everything needs to get done. We got 9 days.
Nice. Look at this guy.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You heard it here first. This is my project now. That's scary.
We're working all day to get you done. Erin just painted the seat, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to install the swivel seat. I gotta put that underneath the seat over here. I had to find a T40 bit. Thankfully, Timmy had one in the garage. I was able to loosen these up. I'll take the seat off, and what I started by doing was to unhook the battery, because the last thing I want is the airbags deploying while I'm trying to do this. That would be a nightmare. Hopefully now it really is just a 30-minute procedure. We'll see. And now I just have to put the same 6 bolts back into the holes that will line up perfectly with the swivel seat bottom, and then I'll attach the chair to this top portion. Alright, this is our bench seat. It's officially in. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week, which will be one day before we set off on our van adventure. August 24th is when we're leaving. No matter what, stay tuned. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. This is a really nice bench. I kind of outdid myself. It's one of the last major projects. Scared. First cold shower.
I'm gonna go behind here.
Turns out there's a plastic covering on either side of this. Now I took them off and I can actually see. Before I was like, why would anybody ever wear this? You couldn't see it all.
Brandon, would you give us a demonstration?
A demonstration of number 2? No, thank you.
Look sexy as you do that.
It is not a sexy thing, it's cool. And Erin's got a lot of work to do this week, so you're gonna see Erin working a lot.
Oh, you think?
You haven't seen it yet, but you're gonna see it.
Is that how you think? You pray? Come on, get more sexy. Open your eyes.
It's cold. Oh.
Okay, so we want to make sure that it really does hold 500 pounds. I don't weigh 500 pounds.
I'll be the first to say I don't condone this test. I think it's a terrible idea.
You think this will work?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to test it. Whoa.
Oh my god. Alright, get out. That's
No,
dangerous.
it's good.
Ooh, it's dirty.
Alright, well now that we know it works, we'll call it a night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You're a